Hi there. I had a message from Tom asking about this staccato pad part in Ready for the Floor. This part runs almost all the way through the track, and it provides our harmony, i.e. the chord pattern, and also it's really important for the texture of the track. So let's have a listen to it in the context of everything else. So it's one of the major parts of this piece of music. If I mute that, the whole thing sounds really bare and empty. So let's have a look at what's involved with that. First of all, in terms of the note input, it is an 8-bar pattern that repeats. So the chord pattern comes in for the first time at bar 29 and lasts until bar 37. So once you've got those 8 bars in, you can just copy it to the next 8 bars, starting at 37, then copy it again, 61, 69, and then copy it 4 times from 89, 97, 105, 113. Okay, so you only need to get the 8 bars of the chord pattern in the first place, and then you can copy it to fill out the rest of the part. Also here at bar 21, where it first comes in, it just plays that repetitive 1-bar pattern. So it's just 1 bar, and then you can copy it to fill up 8 bars from 21 to 29, and then also that pattern comes back in at 77 to 89. Now what I've got here, so I don't have to go into the note input, I've got a couple of PDFs of the notation for those parts, so I will post a link to these bits of notation underneath this video. You can see the bar numbers where these 2 patterns come in. So there's those for you if you need them. Where are we? Let's come in then and have a look at some of the sound settings first of all. So I'm using the ES2 to provide this sound. So starting with the oscillators, you can see oscillator 1 and 2, I've got saw wave selected, and then oscillator 3, I've got noise, and that's just to kind of dirty up the sound a little bit. If you look at my mixer here, you can see it's pretty much just a blend of oscillators 1 and 2. We've just got a little bit of oscillator 3, so about 20% of oscillator 3, and then it's pretty much an even split or an even balance of oscillators 1 and 2, which are slightly detuned. Okay, so I've got about -6 +6 cents just to thicken up the sound there. Also we've got the analog control turned up a little bit just to vary the tuning and make it sound a bit more like an old analog synth. What else have we got? That's the oscillators. Filter wise, I'm using a low pass filter with the blend. So I'm only using this filter. We've got the blend set all the way to the left, cut off about halfway up. No resonance, no drive. We haven't got any effects. We've got no distortion, no chorus, volume's up at 0. So nothing really going on in the effects, nothing going on with the LFOs, no vibrato. So it's quite a straightforward patch really. In terms of the envelopes, with the volume envelope, really quite a quick attack, quite a quick decay, and then a low sustain. So it's giving us that very sort of staccato sound. So quite a staccato sound, and we're going to play with that using automation throughout the track. In terms of the filter envelope, you can see here I've got my filter cutoff being modulated by envelope 2, so again bit of decay. Sustain is up there. I didn't mention the releases. The release I think are about the same for envelopes 2 and 3. So really nothing fancy with the envelopes. Main thing is with the volume envelope just to get a nice staccato setting there, and a little bit of filter shaping using envelope 2, and that's it. So it's quite a simple patch. Oh, we've got unison switched on again, that's just to thicken up the sound, not that that's doing masses. And obviously make sure you're in poly mode so that you can hear those chords, otherwise you're only going to hear one note at a time. Now the really important thing with this part is the automation, because this sound changes quite a lot over the course of the track. So when it first comes in at bar 21, it's really short and choppy and staccato. And then as we come into the first, well, I've called it the chorus, this section here at 29, as we come into that, you can hear the character of the sound changing. It's becoming less staccato and the notes are sounding a little bit longer. Okay, when we get to this section at 77, it comes back, and again it's very short and choppy. So what we're doing here is shaping the envelope using automation. I've got a few different automation lanes going on, so I'm going to open this up so we can see what we've got. You can see that it is, what have we got? Envelope 2, that's the filter envelope. Envelope 3 is the volume envelope, so we're shaping the decay on the volume envelope, and also the attack a little bit towards the end, just to soften up the attack at the last 8 bars of this part. So let's have a look. Oops. So at around, or just before bar 27, you want to bring out the volume envelope decay. Okay, you can experiment with the settings here. These are just what I've ended up with. You can hear the one that really makes the difference here is the envelope 2 release. So I'm bringing that up from 99 milliseconds to 530 milliseconds, just leading us into this chorus. Okay, another big jump in the envelope 3 decay. That's the volume envelope, remember? And this happens at bar 43. So you can hear the difference here. We're jumping up from 690 milliseconds to 1400 milliseconds. So you can hear the difference there, what that's doing. What's that one? Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Okay. What else? Talked about that. So when we get to 77, okay, we're bringing the envelope 2 release again right back down very suddenly. So a sudden jump at 77, and also the envelope 3 decay is jumping right back down there as well. Okay, coming into the chorus at 89. Okay, we're jumping back up with the envelope 2 release. Okay, a big jump here again on the envelope 3 decay. Oh, the other thing at, where are we? About 100, 101, is the filter cutoff. It's the only time the filter cutoff moves. So it's opening, the filter's opening right up here. So we get a much brighter sound at bar 101. And then it's closing back down again for 105. And then, as I mentioned, just towards the end, so about 113, envelope 3 attacks, that's the volume envelope attack, is getting a lot longer. Okay, so automation is really, really important in this part to shape the dynamics and you know, shape the envelopes throughout the course of the piece of music. So don't forget, you can choose parameters to automate from this list. If you come up here, there's your ES2. So most importantly, you're looking at the envelopes. So it's envelope 2 decay, envelope 3 decay and release. So these are easy enough to find. And then with the filter, it's mix and filter, multi-mode filter cutoff. The only other thing done to this sound is just a bit of compression, just to even out the dynamic range. And then a little bit of bus reverb, just to bed it into the mix. Okay, so that's it. I hope you found that helpful. And again, if you've got any specific questions, just to finish things off, then let me know and I'll do my best to help you out. Cheers, thanks a lot, bye-bye.